was telling you, he's feeding off of this thing that's given birth or recreating puppies every day. And the puppies are afraid of the silver, so I'm assuming this puppy's got the same traits as its mama. Oh boy.
Is that bad?
There you
Seems
go.
like normal puppy.
Let's ask our bad detector.
You
Hey,
gonna
Gareth.
have a look at the puppies?
Gareth.
Are they? So there's
Could you
like
come
little
here, please?
fetus puppies.
The puppy you're looking at was like a couple weeks old, maybe.
Yeah. So he wasn't just. If they were like the evil doomsday thing, you wouldn't keep him around.
You look at the puppies and you can see the maroon puppy that you've got is much bigger than the wolf puppy, and the wolf puppy's nuzzled in kind of like the belly of the big one, and they're just sort of sleeping.
Okay.
Said the lady.
Uker's doing about a
They've
beautiful.
got tokens. There they are.
Oh, dude, good idea, the bully hole.
Said the lady to the snake.
Oh, watch out. Watch out.
Uker's like. Remember last night we were talking about buttons?
Yeah.
Pulling strings and buttons? Yeah, apparently I know that Adam likes dogs. Know your players as a DM. Know your players.
Sorry, what was that? Demon wolves? What was that?
Right.
It's the Antichrist. What?
It's a basket full of puppies. It makes everything better.
Yep.
Ragnarok, what?
Like the who?
Ragnarok and roll.
Uker is gonna stow and throw his cloak over the basket with the two puppies in it.
Throw
Yeah.
his cloak over top.
Yep. Galeth, would you come take a look up here?
Loker's now looking at the silver. He's actually doing some counting. He's like counting on his fingers, using his fingers kind of like an abacus.
Yeah.
Galeth guides his horse expertly up the stairs.
Uker's gonna say no traps on the way by. No trap.
Clinking through the silver hoard, like the coins everywhere. There's at least 50,000 silver coins lying on those steps. Old Voslandic coins, ill-gotten through his raids.
What do you wish for me to look at?
Lemon. Lemmy-O.
Look at the wolf. The one that Yuka brought back. What do you sense of it? And also, what do you sense of the wolf? The wolf
Uker's
skeleton?
down the stairs with Loker.
Detect evil on the wolf pup. Is it an evil wolf pup?
The wolf pup is in Uker's thing.
Oh, I thought it was here that we were
But
supposed
it's
to look
fine.
at it.
No.
It's fine. The first, I need you first detect it on this thing, on this big massive thing.
It isn't alive.
Just try it, please.
All right. I'll do the overtime version so I can get the 60-foot circle or 60-foot spread. Sorry, I think of everything as spreads now because of all my torpedo launches. Yeah, I like playing destroyers because
Okay,
torpedoes.
so there is the presence of an evil aura in the first round.
Oh my God, it's Lemmy! Sorry.
Kill myself.
Kill yourself.
Get closer to him or farther. We'll pick one.
I'm assuming you're not. You don't have Lemmy in the cone.
I mean, I guess I do. I don't think it really matters.
Okay, so there's Lemmy is in the cone.
So I'm looking at the wall. Do you see anything, Aleph? And I look over and he's charging at me.
Round two, you're stunned,
Ah!
and it interrupts your power.
Okie dokie, that's...
You caught a
Yeah.
glimpse of like all the deaths of men at the hands of wolves, like just this overwhelming scenes of wolves eating men and chasing them down. Some of the men were primitive, some of them were wearing armor.
Ugh.
Chills up your spine as you come to. Tensender's actually like panicking a little bit, and then you get him under control.
This is a great evil.
Oh, now you believe me.
I didn't say that I didn't believe you. This was the very reason I did not want to slay the Guardian.
Well,
Lokrik shuffles through the coins. He sends them spilling.
Is that it?
looks like it.
The bones of Skull's daughter, the daughter of Skull. That would be the granddaughter of Fenris. The wolf that Grolph trapped in his cave. The wolf that bit him.
Yes.
This wolf.
Comes from a line of godly wolves, says Lokrik. This
Tis
is
a
not
divine being.
This is not a place that we should linger.
But look, Rick, this thing gave birth to that puppy. And this is immensely evil, according to Galeth.
He crunches his foot, and by lifting up his foot, he actually accidentally crunches like a little wolf skull underneath his foot. He winces.
It appears that it has given birth to many.
That's what he's been doing here. He's been eating eating the ones that have been birthed. The question is this just going to keep
gives
birthing?
You a look like what's the most disgusting food that you can think of?
Yeah. Yes, I know.
Chinese eggs with the chicken side.
Yeah, it's like that's not suitable for eating, that sort of thing. Or how about this, baby wolves?
Uka! Uka, come back up here.
I'm collecting the coin.
No, this is important.
Oh, they're ingots as well. They're ingots and coins, and I'll have to tell you the weight of the coins in a moment.
Now, hold on.
There's at least 1,000 pounds of silver coins.
Stop collecting the things down there. We've got to see if any of it's magical first.
Uka, come up here.
None of it's magical, says Lokrik, but it is all silver.
Oh, that's still
yes.
good news.
You took the wolf pup from this chamber.
No, it was the other chamber.
Give me a bluff check. I'm actually going to give Galeth a +4 in a sense motive because he's already been told the wolf pups from here.
14. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, that's it's not going to help you.
Yeah.
Even with the wand, I beat you.
Yeah, even without being familiar with each other by this point in time. Yeah, Uker's lying because he wants to save the puppy's life.
Uka, show me the puppy.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to read its aura.
Take it out, lad.
Says Lokrik. Lokrik's back in the paladin on this one.
We'll hold the puppy.
Okay.
As a move action, I can
Making
detect.
a little pathetic kind of noise.
As a move action, I can instantly detect as if I had spent 3 rounds.
Okay. There's no evil coming off the puppy.
Galeth lets out like a relieved sigh. It is not evil. At least, it does not appear to be.
Uker is sticking it back in the kids. Back you go. I knew it. Let's go back to the coins.
Galeth did not like the idea of having to kill a puppy.
He's a big puppy. Poor little puppy.
Now the Lich knows where to put his soul.
I'm pretty sure that would still register as
It's the
evil.
puppy lich.
Why is this puppy radiating overwhelming evil?
Oh, that would be terrible for the paladin that had seizures, and every once in a while just a seizure while you're detecting evil. Oh, he's terribly evil! Oh my god.
Okay.
I have to link you guys the Evil Detecting Dog comic sometime. It's really funny.
Nice. Alright, so You are in the birthing chamber and perhaps the burial chamber of Skulls.here. Lokrik did give a nod when I think somebody mouthed the words or breathed the words divine being.
I was him.
And
Heard I was Scout.
he does not want to go further into the chamber. He's got his axe out now. He's looking around. The cave paintings depict Grolph hunting Skulls.here, and then him leading Skulls.here here. They depict at some point right before the trap was sprung that Grolph put on the belt. And for some reason that lured her to this place. And then you see Grolph holding out his arm and she's savaging his arm. And then while he was doing that, he plunges the blade into her head. And then you can actually see in the skull that there's a fucking wound in the skull.
A rent.
Yep. And then the rest of it is pictures of him trying to hack at the skeleton, and him transforming into a wolf, and then him like kind of like in this. He's not a very great artist. He's got his head tilted back, his wolf head open as he's dropping a little wolf puppy by its tail into his.
How come he has these drawings of himself with a huge dick? That doesn't sound right.
And there are these little paw prints all around him eating wolves, and he ran out of room.
Was the puppy a boy puppy or a girl puppy?
The puppy's a... You take it out, you have a look, it's a girl puppy.
Say nothing, he puts it back.
I'm gonna grab him by the scruff and just kind of like just...
So Lemmy's starting to look at the
What a
drawings for Yggdrasil and see how he traveled.
There are no Yggdrasil carvings in the cave painting room.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait, sorry, there's one.
There's one. It shows kind of a path. He said, or an
Skulls
area.
here was coming down off of Yggdrasil into this place. It's one of the first paintings. It's even not prominent. You just see a little tree, and Skulls here was climbing down a tree.
Why don't we just break skeleton?
It appears that he's tried.
Lokrik's pointing at some cave paintings of him trying to hack at the skull and bones.
We are stronger than you. You don't use sword with his skeleton. Use hammer.
Marty, Lemmy is looking at where the wolves come from. The umbilical cord leads to somewhere, right?
Kind of the legs of the skeleton, yeah.
Uka, not that I think it's a good idea, but could we destroy the skeleton?
I tried to pull head off, I think.
I would do more. What I would do is submerge it in acid.
I'm hesitant to do anything with this. It is a thing of great, great evil. Even interacting with it might be dangerous.
I'm pretty certain I can pull off head.
Can you smash it into pieces?
He tried to smash, he did not try to pull.
He wasn't as strong as you.
Maybe not get it, maybe we can move it, if we can pull it out of stone. If it does not break, maybe we can pull the whole thing away.
Perhaps it is better to leave it here and collapse the cave.
How does the puppy survive for this long? Is he feeding it? Lemmy wonders. The thing needs to be drinking milk.
What about Citadel? I think it's called Citadel.
Necropolis.
Necropolis. Necropolis. What about Necropolis? There is nobody there. It makes wolves. There's just lots of wolves. We fight wolves once in a while. Or they're happy wolves. We don't know. We also have lady friend there. Snake lady.
She doesn't seem the type to look after a puppy. I don't know.
No. Look after a big, giant skeleton puppy. Factory. Big.
Factory. Sorry. I wasn't expecting that. Let's keep the caffeine train going.
Choo choo.
So if nobody else, like if while they're studying that, I would like to go try to manipulate the skeleton.
Pull off head.
Okay.
And
Uker wanders over. It's like a quarter revealed. It's kind of part of the stone. You touch it and it feels like stone. It doesn't feel like bone anymore.
okay, we'll just use a dagger and chip at this stone, like the stone.
Dagger, just sort of regular dagger.
Yeah.
Chipping at the stone around it. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the hardness of the dagger? 10.
Would be hard as 10. Harder than
It's not.
stone.
It's not making any dents.
Oh, the stone doesn't make it. Like the stone isn't being affected.
The stone nearby its head is not making any dents. Tink, tink. In fact, you're just blunting the end of your dagger.
I will take out an adamantine sling bullet.
Okay.
Why don't you take the bloody mace that you've got?
And I'm just going to start tapping it on the stone to see if I can.
That's
you know how you like.
You're using the adamant. Well, it's also cracking whatever you're hitting the adamantine bullet with.
Right. So just tapping,
Okay.
Okay, then we'll try to tap the bone.
The bone with the dagger or with the.
With the sling bullet. We're just trying to see if we can make a mark. Kind of
I can
thing.
kill you with this teacup.
Okay. It actually makes a satisfying crunch as you embed the bullet into the stone bone.
I will power attack the dagger into the stone bone.
Okay, so the dagger gains the broken condition.
I broke my dagger.
You do with your great strength push through it, and you kind of go hilt deep with the bone or with the dagger. You pulling it out?
Yeah.
Okay. Brief moment, nothing happens, and then slowly the stone in the bone starts to re-knit and go back. It regenerates right before your eyes.
That's fucking awesome. Okay. Alright, I'm going to check.
And the dagger itself, while it's got the broken condition, has this really dark black blood on it now.
We're in like an Evil Dead film. Dude. I go 5 feet over.
Okay.
Lemmy's
Away-
gonna go
away
get
from the
pick up a
skeleton?
silver coin.
And start to like repeat like. I'll put the blood dagger down.
Okay.
And,
Marty, Lemmy's gonna go pick up a silver coin.
Okay.
He's gonna take that coin and he's gonna touch the skeleton with it.
The silver coin has a weird face on it. It's like somebody did really bad medieval art, and the guy's got a crown on his head. And it's a really
He looks
old
around.
looking coin.
By any chance, anybody recognize where this coin came from?
Knowledge, what?
Kingdom.
It's not Voslandic.
Galeth? He said he went to your world. Does this look familiar?
Take a look at it.
Okay, give me. Yeah, it's an Albanese silver coin.
Yes, I think this coin is from Nalbrin. Couldn't say where
thought.
exactly.
It doesn't
Alright.
have a date on it, but you give me a knowledge history or a knowledge local for
I have
Nalbrin.
knowledge in local Western Nalbrin.
Knowledge nobility would actually apply.
I have knowledge and ability. $17.
You believe his name is King Cleventar.
How many hundreds
King
of years ago
Clementar.
was that?
This would place him at probably 300-400 years ago that this coin was minted.
Several centuries passed.
He wasn't king of all of Nalbrin. He was king of like some minor kingdom in Nalbrin, and I'd have to go look at.
One of the Western kings.
All right. Let's
It's where
see
your
what
mother
happens.
is from. The same kingdom where your mother's from. The sandy shore kind of. Oh no, the same kingdom that your sister was married into.
Korak, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cleventar, he's a Clorakian king. So I'm going to actually make a note that some of these coins are...
It may actually be he's a distant relative of mine. Great grandfather, something along those lines. On my mother's side.
He was known for taking the heraldic symbol of a four-leaf clover and a blade. Apparently he fought a very like a one-sided battle and somehow came out of it with 40 soldiers against like 400, and he took a bloodied four-leaf clover from the battlefield, and his symbol was a greatsword. The Battle of Bloody Clovers.
An interesting man by all accounts. Very fortunate. Blessed by the gods.
Gonna drink his mutagen.
Okay. Okay, what are you doing with the silver coin? You find other silver coins
sorry.
that...
Yeah, what I'm taking, what
Lokrik's
I'm
going-
doing.
Lokrik's going Voslandic, Nalbrin,
Voslandic, Nalbrin. The Nalbrinese coins are in the minority, but he puts those ones off to the side because they might be of historical significance to the knight on the horseback right behind him.
Yeah.
But he picks up a Voslandic silver coin. He says,
This one's recent. It's Voslandic. No, it's actually Rovlandic. Maybe 30 years old.
All right. I'm gonna touch the bone with it.
okay. The bone begins to hiss, and the silver begins to melt.
Okay. How about the blood?
I will subtract one silver coin, as there's an acrid smell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a kitty noise. Acrid smell as the coin is kind of melting, and you notice the bone starts to bubble a little bit, and there's blackish blood, and then eventually it goes away. But it took longer.
heals.
It took much longer for it to heal the silver. And there's like nauseous fumes coming off of it now, because I'm assuming silver becoming a vapor is probably bad. I concur with Richard McSundy. That cat. Heart. I'm a cat person, so the purring sound was like, oh, I miss my kitty.
All right. Okay. I'm not sure what we can do with it here, other than taking the whole thing out of the stone. I know, Uker, you can do it, but that's a hell of a move. Get it out of here and take it to Acropolis.
We can take it someplace closer, or dogs don't breathe water well, so throw it in big lake, or even acid pot or
I
something.
think acid's the best. Lokrik, can you cast an acid? You cast any acid arrows? I believe they're called. Acid attack or something. Anybody got any acid on them?
Yes,
Yeah, I think there's some.
everybody should have an acid flask.
All right. Actually, I was just looking at mine. I've got one. I will take my acid flask and smack it against the skull, or just actually here. Can you throw this, Azildon? Can you throw this at one of the bones? See, I want to see what happens.
Hasselton's on the edge of the cave. I don't think he's in there yet. But
Or here.
Why do I have to throw it? Why don't you throw it?
this
Because
place,
I'm
place-
really bad at
and
throwing.
it's-
My aim's horrible.
This place is basically anathema to like Meiliki. Wolves are kind of part of the natural cycle, but this is just unnatural.
Uker will go over and pluck Lemmy's acid flask and whack it out against the head.
Okay. You guys are starting to figure out that the bones actually have kind of like the property of stone, so the acid just drips off of the stone, and that it's much harder stone than metal, but adamantine seems to crack through it.
No.
So I would, just to put it in game terms, it's probably got a hardness of 15.
Bullshit.
Okay.
Hardness
Like
of
another
Right.
You're fucking around with what Lokrik is saying, the corpse of a divine being. Like 2 generations.
I'm sure that's not
removed
sacrilege.
Yeah.
So
All right.
try to pull off head, or try to carve out big piece of stone to take with us.
What was it, sorry?
Try to pull off head, or try to carve out big piece of stone to take somewhere safe.
Like just a big square of stone and just cart the fucking carcass away.
Yes, that's Zucker's idea.
Yeah, that's what Lemmy was saying. It's like,
So that's why he's
tear out.
drinking the mutagen, so he gets his claw attacks, and he's going to basically figure out where the wall doesn't regen.
Lemmy-O, give me a spellcraft check.
geography. Spellcraft. Tell me before you start doing this, so I can get out of the cave before it collapses on you. Spellcraft, you said? Okay. D20 plus a lot. Not that a lot. 17s. Give me a moment. So you want to destroy the spell. You want to destroy this,
I would like to dig out a table of like a tabletop of skeleton.
This is now our dining room table.
Yes, that's
Sure.
yes, that's what
Why
I
not?
like to.
Just take all the divine
Okay, give me a
legendary
second.
things and take them
Are you
back
ready?
to our house.
Iker,
for
are you ready?
decorations.
For decoration. That's awesome. That's such a
let me-
creepy thing.
Lemmy looks like he's going to start casting a spell.
Okay.
He's going to cast... Marty, can I use the stone shape to make a gap, make basically a layer, take a layer out? You know what I mean? Like, so the stone is like this, just kind of like move it out?
You can start to use stone shape to... You can try to use stone shape to manipulate the stone around this thing. So instead of mining, you could potentially use magic to do this.
That works.
16
it's
cubic feet.
boring, but we could do it that way, I suppose.
There's 16 cubic feet
Says
per
the
spell.
Herculean, the proto-Herculean
Actually,
character, right?
18 cubic feet per spell.
Okay. This thing
Lots,
is 15 feet to a side, and it's probably 5 feet deep. You probably want to go 6 feet deep to get the whole thing.
And an inch would be all you. Like 5 feet would be lots. An inch would be like
A foot,
minimum.
to get a foot or something.
So a couple of castings, you could probably do it.
3 castings?
Is that what my math's saying?
Yep.
So 3 castings. Okay.
Getting the backside will be tough. We might have to mine out access to the back.
At least, so 3 castings should get us there.
Okay. So Lemmy-O starts casting spells using his mythic points to cast spells that he didn't prepare for the day. And pretty soon you basically have the thing you can start, like, once you start doing the bottom side, you feel the whole block of stone kind of fall down as you have used your stone shape to basically carve out with a rough accuracy a big stone block that contains on the upper portion of it the skeletal remains of this divine creature that you believe has hailed from the lineage of Fenrir. The stone, as you're doing this, seems to be mixed with this blackish blood.
That's bad.
It smells awful whenever you're turning this stone into this ick. But then at the end of the spell, the stone that you've removed gets turned into these darkened piles of, like, hardened lumps. Curious things for the next set of adventurers to go, what the fuck happened here? What does it mean?
That's always one of my favorite things, is thinking about. So when the next party comes through, they'll be like, "What the fuck?"
What happened here? I don't know.
So
Let's spend an entire adventure investigating it.
if someone wants to follow... Look, can you follow my logic here? Whatever died embedded itself into the stone and is still alive in there somewhere. I think, Aleth, what you detected was not the skeleton. You were detecting what was behind it. Try it again. Try it on the skeleton. I assume Uker moves this thing over here somewhere.
Well,
it's now sitting in a perfect indentation, only about an inch wider than itself. It is a 15 by 15 by 15 by 15 by 6 foot block of stone plus.
well, it's only 15 by 15 plus by 6. Oh, it's gonna be easy.
Problem is getting it out of here.
I was going 50 by
Do you
50.
see this? Do you see this area? Problem is getting it through that.
With the skeleton that's kind of the same weight of stone up top, I would probably add the creature's weight to this, so we'll go, how big we'll probably add about 1,000 pounds for the creature's skeleton.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
And 13 ounces of evil. With a mythic point. Given that the stone is actually twice as hard as stone, we're going to say it's twice as dense.
Oh, that's what we're saying. Okay.
Yep.
All right, so we're trying to make this hard. All right, I got you.
Look what you're doing, man. Yes. It's
Yes.
The T-Rex sized fucking the baby T-Rex sized
yes.
excavation is going to require a backhoe or two.
A backhoe or two. It's a Uker hole. Give me one sec. Give me 1 sec. I have to figure out I think I have to throw the entire kitchen sink at it. Yes.
Okay.
So if it's double the weight of stone, then it weighs about 300,000 pounds. So by spending a mythic point to be strong, and so I'm going to spend a mythic point to be strong. I'm going to drink an alcohol, and I'm going to drink an enlarged person.
Okay. What is everyone else doing? Are you telling people to back away, or?
Yeah.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, yeah.
Galeth, can you start detecting magic? Can you start detecting, evil on the creature versus the wall?
I'd rather not.
I'm sorry, but I need to know if it's coming from the bones or if still in the wall. My guess is still in the wall.
Fine, I target the bones as a move action.
Okay.
Boom! Ow, my brain!
This is after he's lifting it out, or
Yeah.
Sure.
okay.
Good.
Lemmy-O, sorry, can Uker actually lift this thing?
Here, 1 second.
The answer is always yes.
There is only one answer to this question. It is, of course.
How much does it weigh? Specific density of stone times 2.
It's 4.6 right here. 1 second. I had this off. It weighs on the order of 350,000 pounds. Something in there.
Okay. Gotcha.
Ridiculous.
It's it weighs a lot.
Maybe we should get all that silver out of there before he drags that big block down the stairs.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys spend half an hour picking up silver coins. It's more like moving silver coins. There's a lot of silver ingots and silver. You're able to move it to another location. Because I don't think you have enough containers. 50,000
Probably
silver
not.
coins divided by 50 is 1,000 pounds worth of silver. That's not.
So how much can
not
my
including
animal
ingots.
companion carry?
You'll have to figure that out. It's strength score, 4 legs, and it's medium. It should be easy to figure out on the encumbrance table.
Let's see.
I can send you a link if you need it.
I'll find it. It's okay.
So Uker drags the thing.
Okay, do you have any tools to pry it out of its... You know what? If there's enough handholds from the skeleton that Uker can kind of like use it to pull the thing out, and he pulls this massive block of stone. Uker's like standing in this low squat. Galeth, you're just like, what the hell? Like, who is this monster that we're playing? That we're traveling with?
Hi, excuse me. I saw him pull a ship.
He lifts this massive block of stone. Were you doing the swift action thing just on the bones?
It's a move action, but yeah.
A move action? Yeah, you're stunned again.
Oh. Sorry,
It's
buddy.
the bones.
Then I want you to try the wall. I'm still sorry.
No, I don't think so.
Uker then gets the thing sitting on its side, and then he drags it out of the hole that you've created, and I'm just going to draw a box, I guess, where the thing was.
If I need to pick it off the ground, I have to rage. So I need rage points to lift it. But yeah, this is a fucking heavy thing, dude. This is like the heaviest fucking thing right now.
I've got an interesting idea. Hey,
You've got it
Well,
on the
Crick.
side, and you're gonna have to force it. It's like bringing the mattress down the awkward staircase.
look, Rick, come here and take a look at this with me.
Alright, I've got Ant Hall, a large person, full strength, and a mutagen running, and I'm dragging this thing, and Lemmy's saying stuff, and it's one of those, it doesn't matter right now!
Oh, I think you're gonna like my idea. Look,
It starts sliding down the steps, and you're like, oh! As Uker's now moving the fridge that is the massive wolf skeleton of Skulls here.
Look, Rick, down here, buddy.
Where are you saying down here?
I'm right here. Over
Oh,
here.
okay. Looker comes over.
You see that thing down there?
Hmm?
See the thing right here? You see it? Look at it. It's near
Now
the water.
Lemmy takes this chance to push Lockrick down the hole.
Die, you son of a bitch!
Does he have knowledge dungeoneering? Is that you're trying to get him to roll?
Yeah. He seems pretty knowledgeable about crap. Maybe this is something he knows about.
Let's see.
You read about these things?
Knowledge engineering +9.
Look, it's reaching up for us. It detects us somehow.
It's an ooze.
It's a news.
Grey ooze.
But look at how much silver is in it. How about we leave that creature lying on top of the skeleton?
That's silver glitter. Did you see the coins back there?
Yeah?
This thing
I
can
seen-
eat through metal and flesh.
So how about we collect it and put it on top of the skeleton
I
to
don't know.
constantly keep it from doing whatever the hell it wants to do.
You mean if it gives birth again? Then let the ooze eat the wolves.
Lemmy kind of rolls his head. I'm actually hoping that it'll just stop the whole process, period. If the thing is too busy regenerating, it might not have enough energy to give birth again. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know how we're going to contain that.
Well, if we can build another stone, perhaps earth thing. Like if we dig into the stone, throw the block down, and then put the ooze on top of it in a big pit.
Trapping it in a stone box?
Yeah.
I don't know. Come, let us go look at Uka, show us how strong a giant is.
Oh, fair enough. Good point.
It's gonna get to the
Lemmy's
point where like
Lemmy's
it's gonna
getting
get to
over
the point
here.
where
out
we're
of the
like,
way.
oh look, Uka picked up another impossibly heavy thing.
Okay, so he's got this stone thing coming down, and it finally rests awkwardly in the hallway. Where are you navigating the thing now?
I don't know if we had a plan.
I can just, Iker, I can just cast fly on you, and you can take it out of here.
It's too heavy.
Do you need a hand? He goes.
Maybe need to shave down some stone more effectively in not evil ground.
He nods.
Uker's going to go towards that door, and we're basically going to see if gravity can help us break off some of the unneeded stone.
So you're gonna go ramming the thing through the doorway? Is that what you're saying?
It's push it through the doorway and drop it off the cliff, and see if some of the...
So give me a strength check, as you are trying to use the 350,000 pound slab of stone at speed into the ancient stonework.
Oh, hold on a second before you start bringing the.
It's moving! It's moving! As you're squishing the square peg through the round hole.
Yep, it's you might want to, folks. You might want to make some room. Un momento, por favor.
It's like we should just fucking stay home and let Uker do all this. Like,
but then you wouldn't get your mythic trials, right? Because Oberon actually didn't achieve a mythic trial staying at home crafting magic items.
He's going to be pissed. Or he'll be happy, one of the two. So 12 plus...
Those are the options.
20 plus... 6.
Oh, while we're talking about that... we'll do this first.
44?
44. Okay, so the 350,000 pound momentum plus an Uker pushing behind it, fueling that momentum, busts through the ancient stonework of these stonemasons. The door and the stonework just goes flying. The whole thing is now collapsing over the side of the pit with a great cacophonous roar.
We're gonna die.
Boom. All right, so roll a d3.
Uh-oh.
Marty, Lemmy's already running this way.
Okay.
3.
Give me a reflex save for Dainkinder.
Oh no!
You son of a...
For Flatkinder.
A reflex save. Oh, she's dead. Or he's dead. Reflex save. I'm taking your puppy.
No! Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no, I feel bad.
Hold on. Reflex save.
Tumbling down the mountainside is his fucking
1d20
pound
plus
stone
3.
Does it really tumble at that point, or does it just fall? Boom.
bouncing.
16.
Okay, so the DC was 15. Dainkinder skitters out of the way at the last moment.
How does your animal companion have a +3 reflex save?
All the animals have fucked off. Like they're
crap.
running away
That
from
was
the
mine.
running
Its
away
reflex
from the thing.
save is +9. Sorry.
Alright, so you made it handily. Give me this bull crap about +3.
There's
reflex
dust
save.
Plus
and
3.
broken stones everywhere. Let me draw like just a big gray patch over the open doorway. The stone block went tumbling with it that almost hit Uger's head. You know, like
Yeah.
Uger's there looking down at
Look out up below.
yeah, Rosie and Urucho kind of ran away from this. Dainkinder actually turned around and is looking up at you and cocked his head off to the side. You almost killed one of the animal companions or the mountains, you realize.
I know. Oopsie.
Oopsie.
Lokirk said,
You may want to think that through next time. You know, when you're moving more stone than 40 dwarves can move.
I thought it would not spin like a plate. He's trying to make this rotation and they try to like tumble like a wheel.
he pats you reassuredly against your elbow, I guess is as high as you can reach at this point in time. Dug, dug.
Come. Silver.
Mm,
More
yes.
silver than we have containers.
Yes.
It's a good thing we have an Uka.
Okay. How are you stuffing your
Hey!
pockets full of silver?
Can we use the treasure wolf?
I guess so. It looks like there's about 2,000 pounds of silver.
Okay.
Maybe 3. Including all the ingots.
What's that in American? Wait,
Pounds, man. Pounds.
I know. I was just giving you a hard time.
Actually think
ton?
of weight in pounds and then kilos and...
How many stones is that?
Pounds? How many dollars is it?
30,000 gold pieces worth of silver is probably, I guess.
That's the joke. It was British pounds. That was the thing. See.
Yeah.
How many
See, that
pounds
was the joke.
sterling? Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Joke.
Okay.
Shit.
So yeah, you can start packing this silver on top of the Uki petrified corpse of the sure. You guys spend an afternoon moving silver coins and making them so they don't spill all over the place as you create basically treasure wolf corpse. Stone block. Something.
Azildin complains the whole time.
Oh my
"What do we
god,
need
that's
this
actually what it
for?
is.
Got more money than we know what to do with."
A pound sterling is literally 1 pound of silver.
Yeah. Sterling silver.
I don't know why I didn't realize that until just now.
Nice. Something clicked in your head. You had an epiphany.
That's the sound of the epiphany.
Alright.
I think that means I just got the master sword.
That too. Yeah.
I will paste in the loot section just your massive silver hoard. You can ogle over it. The things that you may want to pick up are 72 more alchemical silver arrows, 44 alchemical silver sling bullets, and 6 masterwork silver daggers.
72 more alchemical silver arrows?
Yeah, I'll just erase those. You can add 72 to your pile.
Yeah.
Lemmy,
112. Yeah, what's up? What's up, Baker?
I'm going to need your help to move the big stone.
So you guys
All
are
right,
now,
weak man.
You guys now are all standing down below after your
Yeah.
your enlarged person has ended.
Yeah.
You spent the afternoon moving things around. You're probably camping here is the
Yeah.
likely thing.
If this was about half, maybe a little less than half, it would be easy to pull home.
Right, chip away some of the stones. I understand.
It is.
it takes some convincing to get Uruk Cho and Rosie and Dainkinder to come back over.
Uka goes to pat Uruk Cho, probably getting a snarl.
Yeah. Uruk Cho, whenever you touch him, kind of gives out a low snarl.
Actually, Marty, at some point I want to take Lokrik to the old mineworks and see if there's anything of interest there.
Okay, so you're gonna go up and have a look.
Yeah, I noticed there's some precious metals over here, but I figured you're probably the one that would know more about it than anyone, anywhere.
It appears that they're using a this very old mine. This is not dwarven work. Men.
Right.
And he
Is
kind
it-
of
is it a-
measures the striking distance and looks at some of the tools.
Yeah.
He runs.
Is of any use to
he
you?
runs a hand along one of the large silver veins.
There's still silver in the earth here.
Right. That's what I was seeing. I'm not sure if it's any use to you or not.
Perhaps that's why he lured the wolf here.
Let's see. Yalith is still hanging out with you guys.
We should perhaps use this as a bargaining chip.
Bargaining ship with whom?
I don't know yet. Dvergham's not far from here, neither is Runeshod. Both have desire for silver.
True.
And we now know that the dangers of this place have been removed.
Well, all except for that strange silver ooze.
It could be a functioning mine again.
Perhaps something for the future for you to look at with your clan, with your people.
Yes.
Another home.
Or at least a mining outpost.
Yes. All right. We'll keep that in mind.
He picks up some of the tools and says,
These are very old. I wonder which people mined here long ago. Tink.
he goes to pick up a handle of a tool, and the wood kind of crumbles to dust in his hands. Fibrous dust. I guess it's wet in here, so it would be kind of rotten as well. Loker gives you a nod, like, thanks for showing me this.
You're welcome.
Okay, anything else that you guys are doing in this cave? And then where are you camping for the evening?
Away from the evil cave. Away.
Yes, next to the evil skeleton that we have literally stolen from the...
And released from its own...
Yes, from its prison. Whose guardian we have slain.
We did it because we could, not maybe because we should.
That's the Jurassic Park problem, yes.
Oh, hilarious.
Oh, boy.
So,
Good times roll.
yeah. It would... So, could we... Logric, let me, when you have a moment, if you
Yeah,
would,
they're still inside the cave, but a little bit later they come down. Alright, so after showing him the old mine works, you're going to come back to...
Yeah, we'll head back.
Okay. The party has
All right,
gathered. Night has fallen. You guys have had a busy day of traveling and then looting.
I
That's
don't
some
want...
excavation.
It's... I don't want to... this is very heavy.
Yes, no, I understand. All right, so
You've
what we'll
shaved
do
off
is...
probably, I don't know, roll a d6. Some of the stone wasn't, like, super hardened.
And it broke off in
You
5?
you broke off 5,000 pounds of dead weight.
Okay, I don't even...
Can I
Those
use it
numbers are so
again?
small, they're not even...
Can I do it again with a?
Those are rounding error numbers, okay. We need to move this
And
more than...
it landed peanut butter side up.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect. If we want to move this back to a place, we need to get rid of some of the excess stone. Or we wait here and train to get stronger. This was what we could do.
So I'll get rid of the.
The only place I think we should take it would be the Acropolis.
Yes, we need to get to stone. I need
Alright.
it to be smaller.
Do you think it's
And that-
wise to drag this thing through the streets of Runeshot?
Yeah, I really don't.
Do we have magic to get there without... Do we know of another stone? Is there another stone?
This is not a good omen for others to see.
Marty.
Can't you just make it invisible with your magic?
Maybe Oberon can.
Why don't we encase it completely in the stone with the magic spell?
There we go.
It just becomes Ugur block.
Marty. Quick why did I say it like Lemmy? Quick question. The belt that Trigalith is wearing, does it look like it has a spot for the Charm of Lading?
The belt that Galith is wearing,
Yes.
it does not
So
have
it's
a
got
holster for anything. No, it is a big, thick...
Okay, so it's not missing anything.
No.
Okay. Second question is, the rocks that we were given, how big are and how heavy are they? The rocks that we used to teleport.
Oh, these things are like the size of a chicken egg.
Okay. What Lemmy's going to try to do, he's going to take a string, tie it around the rock, and
rock?
suspend it. The rock, the one that we have, and suspend it.
Okay.
And see if it points in any direction.
Interesting. You seeing if it acts like a compass?
Yeah.
Okay, you got it in your hands and it's just swaying slightly.
Yeah, so I'm going to put it, what I'm going to do is, I'll go in the cave where there's no, oh no, screw the cave, it's not a bad place, it's not a good place. Somewhere where there's not a lot of wind, and put like 2 twigs up or whatever, so it's suspended like, and held without like vibration or anything. And just
Give me a
give it some
knowledge, a spellcraft or a knowledge arcana check as you're playing with the magic item. It's a very interesting idea.
spellcraft.
Yep.
Plus 9 or knowledge. Nope, we'll go with the 9. Let's see this. 12. Son of a. 12 total.
You need finer instruments than your strings and twigs.
Yeah. Lockrick,
Hmm.
you're as close to an engineer as I know one. Look, this is what I'm thinking. You know there's certain material that responds to where you are and it turns a certain way. You can use it to navigate.
He's looking.
We know
at
we
you.
have compasses here. Well, I was thinking if this stone is attracted to the other stones that let us travel, and he suspends it, perhaps if we let it sit there, it will point to the direction of the closest one.
Okay.
He looks at him.
Loker's gonna fiddle around with some of his tools. He'll make a knowledge engineering check to try to set up a little tripod for you.
Can I? Yeah, I should need something that's very.
He rolls a 14. He keeps on falling.
We need.
Perhaps it can.
We need to.
You know
build-
what I'm trying to
we need-
do.
Yes, we're trying to.
Put it in water.
It's too heavy.
Put it in heavy water.
What nonsense
Good,
is that?
Uker. Good. Yes, Uker. Big, strong.
What if
you.
Uker just held What if Uka just held it up and closed his eyes?
The
Just
problem.
let it.